Burnt Toast Part 2 of reviewing Betty's latest documents, and boy oh boy is it hilarious, ridiculous and full-on petty Betty.
Being petty, being trivial, making fun of somebody. You can't sue for that. That's not emotional distress. Wow. Okay. Reading is hard. And then she goes on to say, for no good purpose other than to cause pain and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Where is your proof? Again, in order to get this, you have to have discovery. You know that part that you're terrified of getting to? The part where you have to show all of your private messages between you and Dolly and all these other people? Where you have to show your mental health records, your medical records, your financial records. You have to show all of that to prove what it is that you're saying here. She says, Queen Bee engaged in malicious and outrageous conduct every single day for over 10 months, all directed at BHB and sometimes the associates of BHB. Okay, this is very easily debunked. Are you telling me that every single day, I'm sorry, I want to make sure I get this right, every single day for 10 months, girl, do you know how many live streams that is? How many hours of live streams every single day for 10 months? That's a lot of live streams. Are you telling me every single day for 10 months, all she did was stream about you? That's it. There was no other person mentioned. They didn't review cases. They didn't talk about people's personal lives. They didn't laugh at funny videos. It was all just you. Also, once again, you're saying that you have associates, the associates of Bullhorn Betty. Betty, what associates? Since you've named that you have associates for your channel in this court document, you now are going to have to provide their information when we go to discovery. Because earlier you were saying that it's just you, only you do this stuff. It's just you, yourself, and your multiple personalities, right? Now you're saying that you have associates, like business associates for your channel. Yikes. That was very, very dumb to say. Queen Bee has made over 50 or 60 videos, probably more, and or live stream broadcasts about BHB. There are too many to count. Can you not count above 60? Can you? Thank you. That would be about 300 lives, right? Wait, so you said every day for 10 months, which would be at least 300 live streams. But here you said there's only 50 or 60. Maybe more, but you can't count that high. Wow, okay. You know what you should be suing, Betty? You should be suing the person that allowed you to graduate high school. That's what you should be suing. Queen Bee has never in the history of Queen Bee's channel ever made the number of videos, live streams, and or posts about any other person on that level. Wow. So that can also be debunked. So let me get this straight. You said it was every day for 10 months, which is 300 streams. But now you're saying it's only 50 or 60, maybe a little bit more. Then you say that in spite of the fact that a very small percentage of the last 10 months was actually about you, proving that you're lying in the first 29 pages of this document.
If we played a game where we took a drink every time Betty lied, I don't think we'd make it past page 4. I think we'd all be passed out by page 4. Just a hunch. So many lies and zero proof. Betty, how is it that you have no proof of anything in these documents? This is insane. I don't know why you did this to yourself.
Now you're saying that never in the history of her entire channel, going back to whatever year, I don't even know what year Queen Bee started her channel. So now you're going back fucking years and saying never in the history of her whole channel has she ever reviewed someone as much as you. First of all, not true. Second of all, even if it was true, that's not defamation. And it's not something you can sue for. It's just not. Again, you have yet, we're on page 30. This is 30. And you have yet to provide a single example of how she has defamed you. Then she says, Queen Bee targeted BHB and continues to do so by proxy as the action is being litigated before this court. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you having a stroke right now? Do we need to call Life Alert? Girl, what is going on right here? You have to prove that Queen Bee is playing Jedi mind tricks with me and making me review you. Please, I would love to see you prove that. And the reason why the action is being litigated before the court is because you decided to sue her. You chose to do that. You chose to do that. The judge did not choose to do that. But yeah, there's some other things here, not saying anything to help her, but there's some other stuff that's going on with this section. I'm not going to say anything. Anything to help her, but there's some other stuff that's going on with this section. I'm not going to say anything. Thank you, Tammy. And to thank BHB, it's a high-level paralegal. Not just a high level, but the star paralegal of her former office/cubicle. Yikes. Maybe she should sue them because, wow, this is embarrassing.
This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more.
See, tells you that it's okay for you to dox minor children on a fucking live stream. I don't have any sympathy for you when somebody is laughing at you on a panel. Okay? Just throwing that out there. There is overwhelming evidence. Girl, where? Where? Attached here to outlining a coordinated attack. Again, because she retweeted tweets.
A coordinated attack. Oh, that's funny. I'm really only giving you a very small portion of the amazingness of this video. So make sure you're subbed up to Burnt Toast, and the link for this video will be in the description, and I hope you're going there next. But first, let's hear a little bit more of Betty's ridiculousness and how she involved me.
Something else you'll notice in one of the exhibits. She shares a screenshot of Bullhorn Betty sharing, I think it was Tragedy Pimps Exposed. They did a video. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And you know what BHB did? It's incredibly dishonest. And she'll probably get a talking to for it. But what she did, she took a video. And every couple of seconds, she took a screenshot and then made it and presented it in her evidence as if it was 50 videos or 20-something videos instead of it just being one. Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Yes, thank you. Thank you, 6 Up Media member for 10 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was 23 times. Okay, yeah.
So, all Queen Bee did was share one of my videos on her community wall. And Betty decided to make it look like it was, I don't know, if it was 15 or 18 different videos she tried to make it look like by using multiple screenshots from the same video. So this is her doctored up evidence, in quotes, to try and show that Queen Bee is leading us all to talk about Betty and to bash Betty and to ruin Betty. It's all Queen Bee's fault that I made such a video. This evidence, in quotes, is ridiculous, Betty. You absolutely look ridiculous. Now, I do have some screenshots of when she did this the first time, when she put in the first part of the lawsuit. But I'd rather you watch it on Burnt Toast when we go through the exhibits there, rather than me putting it out there. Burnt Toast has spent a lot of hours redacting these documents to bring them to show us, so I really appreciate that hard work, and I do hope you all go and watch the full video over there. It is really good and really funny.
Or 16 times, whatever the number was, it was more than one. It should have only been one. And so, yeah, so what she did is she went through a video and she took a screenshot every couple of minutes at different times throughout the video and then posted a screenshot of that multiple times to make it seem like that Tragedy Pimps Exposed had made video after video after video after video in like a single day. So if she thinks that that is her, quote, overwhelming evidence, okay, we'll see what the judge says. Also, Tragedy Pimps Exposed making a kick-ass video about you that was really funny. That's not defamation. It's also not Queen Bee making the video. So try again. Attached to outlining a coordinated attack on BHB. Wow.
And I won't stop, I came here to clown. Like skid lunatic and jump around. Jump around.
Just because they tagged you when you got caught lying, you can't sue somebody for that. Let's see. Yet Queen Bee posts BHB's whereabouts on Queen Bee's community tab. Why? Where's their proof? Wow. Queen Bee's behavior is putting BHB in physical danger. Really? And Queen Bee has publicly laughed and appears to think it is funny and a joke. You are a joke. This whole thing, this monstrosity you call a lawsuit, is 100% a joke. Are you kidding me? You can't sue for that. I'm sorry that you're a joke, but not even Queen Bee can sue you for being a joke. Queen Bee has stated that BHB is having sexual relations with other creators. Okay, so now it's plural. Really? Now we're adding to it? Okay. This made BHB physically sick, throwing up, crying, and not wanting to leave the bed. Are you sure it wasn't a hangover from alcohol? Okay. All right. No one should have to endure this conduct for simply covering true crime cases. This was an assault in an effort to force BHB off the YouTube platform so Queen Bee could capitalize on the YouTube platform only and with Queen Bee's select group of friends at the rest of the community's expense. Wow. Okay. You do realize that Queen Bee is not the only other channel on YouTube. I mean, I know it's crazy, right? But there's probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of accounts on this platform. Whether you stay or go has no bearing on how any of those other channels grow or don't grow.
Burnt Toast did a really, really great job on this video. And this is actually part 2 of just this particular document that was submitted. So I suggest you go watch 1 and 2, as well as the previous videos that are covering this LOLSUIT. I would also recommend a channel called Tiger Talks. They've also been doing a really great job going over these documents and making them more simple to understand. So I will put the links for those 2 channels in the description. Let's get Burnt Toast to 15K. She is so close. If she's not there already, I haven't checked today. Hopefully she is. Either way, I hope you subscribe and go and watch all of her videos. And I think we should end this video with some petty Betty. Some great examples of Betty just being Betty. But before we do that, there is one thing I would also like to mention. While we sit here and laugh about Betty's ridiculousness, and I do think it is appropriate at times to laugh because it is ridiculous, but let's remember that this is Queen Bee's real life. This is actually happening to her. So if we can keep that in mind, and also I'm going to put the link to her legal fund in the description as well. If you'd like to help out, if you're able to help out, I'm sure she would appreciate it. This lawyer is costing a lot of money, upwards of $20,000 or more. And the money just keeps going out and out and out. So if you can and you're able to help out, please do so. The link will be in the description. And based on what I've been told, Queen plans to produce receipts for all of the lawyer costs as soon as she's able to. She's also already shown them to Burnt Toast, allegedly. So Burnt Toast has seen receipts that the money is going exactly to where it is supposed to be going to. So yeah, if you'd like to help out, the link will be in the description. And let's watch some Petty Betty, some classics. Because I know Betty loves it so much when we play her own words. Let's watch.
Betty says she doesn't pimp parents on her channel. Sure, Betty.
There's a reason why they're not growing. There is a reason for that. It's because they are disgusting, vile individuals that are using these parents for profit. They call me a tragedy pimp, but when do you see me pimping parents on my channel? When do you see me pimping victims' families on my channel? When do you see me pimping suspects on my channel?
Billy Joe, would you please come out here? I need to sleep with you. Billy Joe, would you please come out here? I need to sleep with you.
I'm so tired. It's not even funny. I literally stood for 9 solid hours. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my, I can't handle not having my thing on. I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted. And I don't know, you know, when we're out there, we explain, you know, we ask people to please, you know, respect us and not do crazy shit. You know, and they us and not do crazy shit. You know, and they have been. They don't. We stay there until things start getting a little wild, and then after they get a little wild, we're done. You know, we split. Thank you for being up with me at 3 a.m.
Betty, your entire channel is about pimping families, pimping suspects, and blaming victims. Let's watch.
She might be somewhere else out there in the world, right? So we're thinking, okay, well, maybe a message to her. Maybe if we can get a message to her. Maybe if she can hear her mother. Maybe if she can see her mother's doing everything that she can, the family, the community, everybody is doing everything that they can to find her. We just need her to reach out. Maybe that would get something. Maybe she might be able to see or hear Jen's words. So without further ado, I know many of you guys are here to hear the message Jen has for her daughter. Again, this is something that is not quite finished yet. I haven't finished the final touches on it. This is not going to be the final product. The final product will be a video by itself, so it can be shared to around social media and other places to get that message to Layla. And that's what we hope. That's what the hope is with this plea to Layla to reach out to her mother. So again, without further ado, it's very brief, not too long, but hopefully it'll be impactful.
This is 100% sad and horrible. And Betty, this is exactly what you said you don't do, which is pimping family members. I'm not even saying there's a lot wrong with it, except you're doing it. You're pimping family members and making money on it. So don't say you're not doing it.
My name is Jennifer. This is my daughter, Layla. She went missing on June 27th. The last place she was seen was right behind me at this marble slab.
I don't even want to show it, but you're lying. Stop lying. You make money off of families, and then you lie about it and say you're not doing it. But you are.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna wait for, I guess there are, what the heck's going on here? You that much. There you go. Now we have no sign. So hopefully your eyes can handle it now. No offense. I'm really hot today because literally it took me an hour standing here going through my entire phone to try to set it up when it all should be programmed and saved in these phones. It's not like I don't use these phones literally all the time. So it really upset me because when sometime when this had updated, it cleared out all the passwords, everything. It was just a nightmare this morning. And to be honest with you, there's not cameras on the hotels.
we found out a lot of information. So I'm wearing, let me just pull this down, it's easier to remove. I'm wearing Team Foul Play shirt today. Team Foul Play. I do not believe that she's out here in these woods from natural causes. I believe somebody picked her up. I believe when we were at the creamery, we were told by one of the employees that not only did they give her something to drink, but she also had used the phone there at the Marble Slab Creamery, which...
This next one is real rich, coming from Betty.
Are doing it. I don't know how. Somebody can. So with all of that pain, all of that brokenness, we still have animals out there plotting against the parents of a victim. I have to tell you, me personally, I've had it just about had it. I really have. Me personally have just about had it with this nonsense and garbage on social media. When you think you have a right to cause additional pain to a family.
I'd say this clip is speaking for itself, and it will continue to.
That is already struggling to keep their head above water. I don't care if you believe who is guilty of the crime or not. I could give two flying you-know-whats. I don't really care. I don't care if you think that the Gonzalezes are the biggest piece of manure you have ever met in your life. I don't care. I really don't care if you believe Brian Koberger's innocent or guilty. I personally could give two you-know-whats. But what I give these two you-know-whats about is this kind of nonsense right here. Why in the hell is a family? That's $2, y'all. Actually, it's going to be $4 because I'm about to say it again. Why in the hell does a parent of a victim, not only that, a murdered victim, one that was sound the frick asleep in their frickin' bed, best friend's bed, doesn't really matter. Don't really care. Don't give two you-know-whats. When a victim's family has to come out here and do investigative work with animals on social media, I kind of get a little heartburn over it. I got to be honest with you. And you know, I keep coming out here and like, oh, you know what? I'm going to talk about this way. I'm going to talk it this way. I'm going to be nice, calm, cool, collective.
Betty, we all know you're the queen of misinformation and bashing families and victims. So what the hell is this? I guess this is where the money is. So you do go where the money is. Whatever's convenient for bashing, that's where you go. Whether it's the victim or whether it's the perp or suspect. Wherever the money is where Betty's gonna go. Betty, you're gross. You're a hypocrite.
No! Hell to the no! $6. No! This is what infuriates me because we've been dealing with it with Jennifer Santinello. Her being under attack by these animals on the internet.
Betty, you have been that animal so many times. The animal that goes after families and victims like Billy Joe, like Dawn and Candace, where you have no proof or evidence that they've done anything. None whatsoever. Yet there you are, screaming at them, treating them like garbage. Yep, that's what Betty does. Betty goes after victims. And then yells about it on another stream because that's where the money is. The hypocrisy is seeping through your pores. More toner, more bleach.
And people that are just trying to throw wrenches into the cog of these law cases, these legal cases. They're intentionally and willfully causing problems in an active and open court case. Now, I think personally that is criminally unlawful, personally.
Betty, how can you even say that when you constantly are messing with open cases, constantly interfering with open cases, constantly talking to witnesses, talking to suspects, pimping families, which is your words, not mine. Betty, you're a hypocrite. It's gross. You make no sense.
With some of these stories, and I'm telling you, I just look at keywords. I mean, I'm not picking. I'm telling you, I'm not picking and choosing. Some of these, obviously, I read hundreds and hundreds of cases a day, but these are the ones that are like, if I'm like, what? I'm figuring that you guys would probably be like that too. So when it makes me do a double take, it goes on the Bullhorn Betty show. I can tell you that. So anyways, the phones are on. If you guys want to talk about more than,
Betty exploiting the Gonsalves family on her channel.
even just logically. I think that a lot of people assume we're blinded by this individual, but contrary to that, we're very capable of removing our emotions for Jack, which is absolute love, and just looking at the situation.
Able to report right from.
So here we have more examples of Betty where she is harassing and pimping victims and family on her channel. I thought you didn't do that, Betty. Let's watch. And trigger warning. Trigger warning. It's vile.
Here, and I'm going to be here. I want to see Leilani come out in handcuffs. I really believe the grandma should come out in handcuffs. These children should have never been left with Leilani, or Daniel, for that matter. I am friends now with the babysitter, so hopefully maybe today she'll be willing to talk to me. I hope she knows that I would like to ask her questions. However, I do not believe she is responsible and would like to give her a hug because I know she loved these kids very much so. But again, reporting in front of Quentin Simon's home today, 5 Road in Savannah, Georgia. God bless you guys.
And we know the sick and vile things that you said to Billy Joe, who was Quentin's grandmother and had nothing to do with the crime committed. There have been no charges. Okay? Okay. Let's have a little reminder about what you did to Dawn and Candace Wells, who also currently have no charges. But right now, we're just proving that you do pimp parents, victims, and suspects on your channel. So you lied and said you didn't. But as you can see, you do. Here's another example, and then we're almost done.
All right, thank you. Is there? Yep. Don, where's your daughter? Where's your daughter? Why are you hiding from us?
Where's Summer, Don?
Summer, where's Summer, Don?
We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Where's Summer, Don? Where's Summer? Let's go.
You wanted to meet us in a secret location? Here we are.
Let's go.
Here we are.
You wanted to meet us, Don. Where's Summer?
You got it on my phone that you want to meet us.
You want to be friends?
Candace, come out and face us. Candace, come out and face us. Don Wells is inside that. Don Wells is inside that house. Come on, Candace, come out here and talk to us about your daughter. What'd you do with her?
Hey.
What'd you do with your daughter?
Amendment right to be on public property.
This is public property.
I know you have that First Amendment right, but you can't be considered.
Fire him from the job. Fire him from the job. You don't need a baby. He buried his baby somewhere, and we want to know where she's at. Where's your baby?
Come on, Don. You can record us, Don.
We're on public property.
Right there in the windows.
We're on public property right now.
Don. Come on. Did you call him? Hold on, did you call him? Yeah. We're gonna follow you. We're gonna wait here all day.
We know where you're at now.
Come out. Don't threaten me, please.
Oh, Betty, Betty, Betty. You're a hypocrite. A huge hypocrite. And you do have suspects. You do have parents. And you do have victims on your channel. And you exploit them. You pimp them, which was your words. We saw it. So you're a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Everyone, please remember to sub up to Burnt Toast. Let's help get her to 15K. And thank you for being here. Let's lighten it up a little bit, and we will show some bloopers just for fun. We'll go out with some bloopers. And don't go away, because I did add more. And the link for Queen Bee's lawsuit fund will be in the description. So if you can help out, great. Thank you.
Right when you think it's over, it's not. So keep watching to the end. Memberships are available. Please do not go real life, harass or bother anyone you see in this video. Thank you for watching, and please check out the links in the description.
Wait, don't leave yet, guys, because Betty is here for the victims, and they are so perfect. Their track record is just so perfect.
An arrest has been made. So the name of the person arrested is Jason Elkins. He's 22 years old, and they arrested him in Pennsylvania.
Well, Liv, that guy may have been arrested, but it wasn't for the Idaho 4 murders. You got it wrong. Wrong, bitch. Which is fine, people get stuff wrong. It happens all the time. But wait till you hear Betty bragging about it.
He's 22 years old, and they arrested him in Pennsylvania. This is breaking news, guys. Welcome, everyone. I know it's been a minute since I've last been live.
Police department in the upcoming press conference. The problem here is that we're going to be dealing with we're going to be dealing with the fact that we're traveling to Coeur d'Alene today. We're here for the victims. We're here for the victims' families. Yes, we do tell these stories. We do report these stories. And sometimes we, depending on how the cases work, we provide pressure campaigns and things of that nature. We never came out here with that in mind, because I thought Bosco Police Department, with every police department that I've had an opportunity to watch and monitor and deal with when we're reporting these cases, do not clear people immediately. And I kept saying that I thought that was odd, and why were they doing that? And I even alleged that it was potential, because the reason why they were coming out and clearing these people was, one, they didn't deserve to be harassed, and two, they knew exactly who they were looking for. And it sounds like, and we're going to be finding out. I tried telling you guys, we do have a pretty damn good batting average, whether our haters want to acknowledge that or not. That's why we have so many haters. They can't believe that layman people that have editing skills and a legal background can come out here and use their common sense and say, hey, let's talk turkey.
Legal background. Yeah, Betty, we saw how great your legal background was earlier in the video. And there are just so many things you just said there that are so ridiculous. Anyway, let's keep going.
And we do it because we can use our brains. We're not worried about PC garbage. We're not worried about anything. If we think it, we speak it. We're not tied to producers and attorneys and things of that nature. Or the lady next to me from the mainstream media is like, oh yeah, there was a 20-something arrested. They haven't come out. Police have not named him yet. So, right now we just haven't. I'm like, okay, well, here's 2 names.
You guys named the wrong person, you moron. Yet you're making fun of other news reporters? Come on. At least they go by ethics. You go by nothing. You fly by the seat of your pants and hope for the best. And oh, oopsie, it doesn't matter when we mess up, 'cause we have no rules to follow. You are garbage, in my opinion. And your reporting sucks. And the proof's in the pudding. We just saw it.
Jason Elkins, and now we have this what was his name? Brian Koberger, and here we are, YouTubers, releasing this, and you got this lady next to me from a news organization that can't even say the guy's name. That's the kind of garbage we're sick of with mainstream media.
Yeah, Betty. Well, the difference is they have to fact check first. And they have ethics to follow, which you don't. And you don't care, and you love that. And that's very, very sad. You are gross. And now, for real, guys, we're done here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I do hope that you go check out Burnt Toast's video. And thank you so much. Good night.
Yeah, tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. I want it now.